This is Movietone. Leslie Mitchell reporting. The whole country is growing food in this fourth year of war, from the small backyard to the big estate. The result has been an important contribution towards Britain's survival. We can now feed ourselves for 2/3 of the year instead of just 1/3. At Sandringham, the King's country estate, he and his royal predecessors have always farmed on a large scale. But during the war, the King, with his subjects, has enormously stepped up production. Those beds, which were once filled with ornamental flowers, now grow beet and parsnips. The entire park has been ploughed up, including the private golf course, which is now producing oats and rye. The King and princesses take a trip around the estate to see how the crops are coming along. The Queen accompanies them in a governor's cart. They have a great deal to see, for 1,433 acres are being farmed, and that's quite a stretch. But no slightest waste of petrol is condoned by the royal household, and the royal family ride out to the fields with true wartime austerity. Now, the bicycles having been parked, the quality of this year's crops undergoes inspection by connoisseurs. The Ministry of Agriculture and the County War Agricultural Committee have helped with advice, and among the representatives here to observe how that advice has borne fruit is Donald McCulloch. 70 to 80 bushels of wheat is the yield per acre, and a very fine one at that. The King is obviously delighted. To many of us, the interest in this picture is as much in the intimate glimpses of the royal parents and their children as in Sandringham's contribution to the food problem. Not often is it possible to obtain such informal studies of the royal family as this occasion afforded. Princess Margaret was 13 by all but a few days when this was taken. Princess Elizabeth is 17. One of the combine harvesters. Princess Elizabeth enjoys a ride on one of these gigantic machines which have revolutionized work in the fields. Farm workers are perhaps slightly overawed, but the younger generation is not quite so embarrassed, though obviously much impressed with the Queen. So that's what's happening in this royal corner of England. 1,433 acres being farmed, 977 of them arable. Of these, 539 have been ploughed since the beginning of the war. All suitable grass in Sandringham Park has been given over to the plough. 476 acres of marsh have been ditched and drained. Potatoes, peas, beans, mustard, oats and maple peas, that's what the royal estates are producing. And His Majesty quite evidently enjoys being a farmer. Visual confirmation that the Atlantic